Yes, come on, darling. It's my husband, Albert.
Oh, thanks.
Come closer. He's a little bit shy, but he's quite handy to have around. For the last 12 years, we've been touring Africa. It all started in 2009 when he bought his first 4x4. Following is a short clip of our first trip to Namibia. This River Canyon, largest in Africa, second largest in the world. I means burning water. It refers to the sulfurous hot springs which are found in the area and with an I in the camp. Trapped between the Namib Desert and the Atlantic Ocean, Lüderitz is a fascinating old German town full of character. Sochasvlei, one of Namibia's most spectacular landmarks with its red dunes, white salt pans and dead vlei. Swakopmund, Namibia's largest coastal town and seaside resort. Oldest welwitschia in Namibia, 1,500 years old. 80,000 to 100,000 seals inhabit Cape Cross. Southeast of Twyfelfontein is a barren 12-kilometer long volcanic ridge that includes the Burnt Mountain, petrified forest and organ pipes. Twyfelfontein, Namibia's first World Heritage Site. Vingerklip is the leftovers of the Oekap Terrace, also known as the Finger of God. It stands 35 meters high. Etosha means Great White Place and refers to the huge salt pan. This is an impressive sight because it's clearly the biggest salt pan in Africa and can be seen from space, yet there is abundant wildlife. Keetmanshoop, well known for its cheetah reserve, quiver tree forest and giant's playground. Before this travel box started, we had other interests, hiking and cycling. Our Afrikaans slogan, "Stap dit, trap dit, ry dit," represent this. In total, we have hiked 670 kilometers and jog 1,900 between us. Stay with us for a little peek into our hiking experience. Finding space on the Otter Trail is not that easy. Only after 3 years we managed to secure a reservation via a friend of Toby. Albert couldn't join us, but with friends around me, I started this epic trail, my first ever. Crossing the Blaukrans River was a mission on its own. The river was high and we had to swim. Everybody except Toby. He found this shallow area a little upstream and walked through. Again, Albert couldn't join us on this hike in 2008. Luckily, he joined the Tsitsikamma Trail and all the other hikes after that. After a long day's hike, everybody needed a little pick-me-up. I was in charge of this every night. In the distance, we saw the huts and also the exit trail for the next morning. With a heavy heart, I said goodbye to the otter. Maybe one day again. Maybe with Albert.
Dit is weer 'n bruggie. Hier is al 'n riviertjie. Je kan seker van die water drink as jy wil. Dis nou nie die ou grabies nie, maar as jy 10 km gestap het om hier te kom, dan is dit pragtig. Dan word dan 'n fees gevier. Dis 'n lang dag se stap. Bloukrans. Pragtige watervalle. Dis die afgrond. Ons gaan môreoggend tot daaronder stap. Die aand die by Bloukrans kosmarktyd. Ek wil lekker brandie vuur daar. Daar het ons gisterand geslaap. Dan die hele geselskap is hier oor met hierdie ketting oor die rivier. Hy is nogal diep, maar almal het survive. Hier is daar half bo op die berg. Ons moet nog klom deur die rivierlopies kom. Ons het daar vanaf vanoggend begin. Daar langs al op die berg. Af in die rivier, weer hier op teen die kop.
December 2009, the Outeniqua Trail was on the menu. This one is a bit different to the Otter and the Tsitsikamma. We sleep in houses and not in hiking huts. Joined by the young ladies, the evening chores were completed quickly. Even washing dishes was fun. Albert and Toby preparing supper with steak they carried all the way. Strolling through the forest, minding my own business, we encounter ladders. Not my favorite, but up I must go. The trail passes Millwood, the site of a short-lived gold rush in the 1880s, with a restaurant, which Jamie discovered. Hamburgers and chips was on his menu, and everybody else's as well. On the last morning, we climbed up the mountain to see the view. Fog spoiled it for us, but we had a sense of accomplishment. We finished the trail with no casualties. The Amatola is a 6-day, 100-kilometer trail and is marked as the toughest trail in South Africa. The trail starts at Maiden Dam near King Williamstown and ends in Hogsback itself. The main features are an abundance of waterfalls, mountain pools, as well as the ancient indigenous rainforest, which makes up more than half the route. You'll need to get an early start because of the number of swimming spots along the way. Sinkuka Hut is a beautiful wooden hut with tables and chairs to sit around till late. I brought some snacks and cool drinks for the hikers. I missed out on the last 4 days after hurting my ankle. Albert won the race. He saw the end of trail sign first and started running. Jamie was not impressed. Our cycling history is in a class of its own, totaling 61,000 kilometers between us and still counting. I can't claim many of these kilometers. Albert cycled the most by far. He averaged about 45,000 kilometers. Not too bad for an old toppy. When we started cycling, there was no GoPros or cell phones with cameras, but we do have a short movie to show some of our rides and accomplishments. Appie and Amanda patiently waiting at the waterfront for their sons to finish. I do get the feeling they're very glad they're not cycling today. Albert didn't even enjoy the view of Misty Cliffs in 2013. Dad sponsored new cycling shirts for the 2014 race. Thanks, Dad. We love the new slogan, Onze kinders. Later in 2014, Albert got a bee in his bonnet. Mountain bikes. 2013, and this is our 10th August. In my mind, this is the last one. I had a dream to finish 10 August races in a row, and now the end is in sight. 2021, the first August ever to be held in October. I bumped into Pietro at the finish line.
Ons is hier iewers teen die berg op Jonkershoek. Lyk my ons kan nie verder op, nou lees maar op baie hier aan. Doorloop by. Maar knip. Door onder lees Stellenbosch.
Lekker ry. Kom, lekker ry nie.
Waar is hy?
Lekker.
Mooi ry! Back to 2010, and we started dreaming of our next tour. For the following 2 years, we couldn't find anybody to tour with us. In walks Chris van Niekerk, Blue Rhino 4x4 safaris, and our love for touring was born. We visited 13 African countries, joining Chris on 14 tours and driven 285,000 kilometers exploring Africa.
We organized a trip, Blue Rhino safaris, into Botswana. Our first trip into Botswana. That is completely unknown to us. We thought Botswana was just sand roads and nothing. We had fun. We had lots of fun. We couldn't get enough of it. So that in that same year we did this Zambia trip as well.
Blew up planes.
In 2014 we got Chris to take to the Serengeti. It was a 5-week trip. Amazing. I would do that any day if I've got the time and the money. We met a lot of people. We fell in love with Africa. The people, the places, the nature of Africa. We turned away from the group for a few days because we wanted to go to Kenya to stand on the equator. We went into Kenya completely alone, completely not unplanned, not knowing where we wanted to go, but we just followed the GPS, and we've actually found some camping along the way. Just be careful of Nairobi's traffic in peak times. It's terrible, but anyway, we survived that as well. Chris took us to Central Kalahari, And when we entered the Kalahari, it started to rain. It rained for 5 days solidly. We were driving in a river of water all the time.
There were flamingos on Deception Pan, believe it or not.
19, Chris came up with the idea for doing Rwanda, Uganda trip to see the chimpanzees and the gorillas.
Mountain gorilla.
And we were in. That was also a 5-week trip, but yeah, we got to drive on the right hand side of the road in Rwanda. That was quite an experience.
I came through here once and they had this parade with the masks and all of those things, and it was one big brouhaha going through here. You have to get yourself across the hand-drawn ferry because that takes a lot of time.
En nou moet hulle af. Laat loop en laat loop.
Daar is die nice old bridge wat alweer gewoon. Pret by die vallen. Allemaal is sokken aan. Dan nou raak het weer warm.
Het is so mooi en wel slecht.
We gaan net so'n bietjie van Lusaka se verkeer afneem. Op 'n Dinsdagoggend. Ek slag sien die borie verkeer. Toe, aan die kant. Baie fresh produce available.
Baba is. Maar die dorboma is nog geënt aan. Ik heb niet weer gekend, dus dit moet maar baba worden. Die dorp net Gandas.
Kyk net hierdie pret hierso.
Lekker met dit. Kijk, ons gaan zo aan alle kanten.
Ons draai vandag om. Ons is vandag die noordste wat ons nog ooit was met die voertuig. Dis de Tima. Nou ons gaan slaap vanaand. Ja, dat is nou nie geplan met die krokodille nie. Hier is waar al die vrouens gebly het, dink ons. 200 van hulle.
There's a place where, because we said that they were fighting now.
Aan die einde van die padbouwerij.
Ja, het lijkt hier een van het belangrijke hou.
Dit is een Goro krater en dit is myn nou daaronder. Daar waar die staan. Hier is die bakkie storm nee. En die staan niet aan die andere kant.
Er wordt al raak gehouden.
Flamingo's. Lots of them. Having fun with lorries on the highway.
Ons is nou 4 klaar. Ons staan op platform 5. Maar dit is scary mooi en is regtig mooi.
Every 90 days I get tired of
Yeah, freak.
Get down.
Oh, get down. You.
Okay. Yes. Break.
Break, 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 break.
I not told you.
En jy was te laat. Met moeite is ons almal oor hierdie brug. Dit was flippend skeer.
Dit wordt ook al weet net ook met nagedenk as hy dit so gaan.
Wel, die teerpad het net ewe skielik verdwyn. En dit was Ile de Mozambique. Dis weer hierdie dorp uitkom. Ons het mooi klippe in die Parel, maar nou een klip.
Ons het gister om daai eiland geduik of gesnorkel reg rondom. Kyk net dit, almal is verdryf. Tot die
Koarip vallei sand trek.
We just lost one party member.
en hier moet ons oor. Ai, en ons is 'n kilo van die kamp.
Hierdie bondel het nou besluit, hulle swem met die Ongongo waterval.
Kom die manne. Dis nou nie rugby onthaal nie. Rot. 1. Poppy, myne. Henk, die kom hulle. En dit is so mooi.
Dit is ons ry die verkeerde kant van die pad met 'n regterhand se stuur voertuig. How weird is that?
Is goed gegaan. Nee, kom maar dit.
So bicycles are going more than 40.
Right, let's start moving. Have a look at the volcanoes. Very pretty. Volcanoes National Park is the one on the exit, and it's part of the volcano that you see up ahead.
Into Uganda. Nooit gedink ons hier kom nie, maar nou ja, toe. Henk waterwerke. Watersuiwerings en opvangdienste. Die tank nou vol.
Hy staat bo weer die hele uitspring.
Slippy slide. De bok en die koeie in die pad.
All right.
Kom maar. Ek wil maak hy. Hy
Kyk twee soorte.
Never could I have imagined that two city dwellers like us can have these amazing experiences. What a privilege. An update of what Dust Clouds is up to will be posted on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Until next time, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and remember, If you can imagine it, you can experience it.